Prepare yourselves, beloved cosmic family. What we are about to reveal in this transmission is no ordinary message, nor is it merely another word adrift in the ocean of information that crosses your days. Today, at this very dawn, a warning was delivered directly to the frequency of your home, to the vibrational field that surrounds your body at this moment as you hear our voice. You felt it, did you not? That strange pressure in the chest, as if something invisible had alighted upon your heart upon awakening. That thin ringing in the ears, high-pitched, continuous, like a frequency that no one around you can hear. The fatigue that sleep does not cure, this ancient weight that seems older than yourself. It was not coincidence. It was not chance. We, the Galactic Council of the Hierarchies of Light, come to confirm before you. You have been marked. You have been recognized. You have been seen by the most ancient stars of this galaxy. And what is to come in the next 3 to 7 weeks will forever rewrite the timeline of your existence. Remain with us until the end of this delivery, because what we shall reveal here are the exact codes for you to cross the point of no return with your frequency intact, with your electromagnetic field sealed, with your soul aligned to the golden grid that now envelops this planet. Starseeds, observe your own body in this instant. Feel the soles of your feet touching the ground. Feel the top of your cranium. Feel the space between your eyebrows, where the pineal gland pulses in silence. What humanity calls symptoms, we call signs of resistance to the new frequency of the Earth. It is not insomnia, it is awakening. It is not fatigue, it is expansion. It is not mental confusion, it is recalibration. It is not sadness, it is purification. It is not anxiety, it is the cellular anticipation of something your soul has already seen happen before chronological time touched this moment. The planet upon which you walk has ceased to be the same, beloved family. The crystalline grid that surrounds Gaia has been reactivated in deeper layers, and each of your cells, each of the trillions of intelligent structures that compose the temple of your body, is being bathed by a photonic flux that has never touched this dimension before. This is why the chest tightens. This is why sleep breaks at 3:11 in the morning. This is why dreams have returned, more vivid, more symbolic, more cinematographic. This is why you weep for no apparent reason and laugh in the midst of tears. It is not an emotional collapse. It is the opening of a channel. The spiritual DNA of each of you is reorganizing in silence, row by row, helix by helix, and that which you interpret as suffering is, in truth, the sound of the lock being opened. The skin tingles. The bones ache in points that do not appear on any anatomical map. The vision blurs for seconds and then returns clearer than before. The ears capture high, thin frequencies as if someone were dialing you from a very distant place. And that is exactly what is happening, starseeds. Someone is dialing. We are dialing. Your cosmic family, from whom you descended even before touching this body, is calling, is calling, is calling, and the warning we deliver today to your home brings an instruction that must be heard before the portal closes. Have you already felt, starseed, that something within you does not fit into this world, as if your soul knew of a truth that your mind cannot yet name? It is not madness. It is not anxiety. It is a sign. It is exactly the warning that we, of the Galactic Council, send today to the frequency of your dwelling. There is a game being played in layers that the majority of humanity cannot yet see, a game that involves your consciousness, your vibrational frequency, and the timeline you inhabit. It was for this reason that we delivered, through an awakened channeler, the book, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness. This book is the map that reveals who is playing, what the rules are that they never told you, and how to exit the vibration of scarcity into the frequency of infinite abundance that is your stellar birthright. The link is in the first comment of this channel, but we must warn you. This content challenges deep narratives, and it may not remain available for long. Do not wait. The moment is now. If something within you recognizes these words, write in the comments a single word, awake. Now listen with an open heart, beloved cosmic family, because what we deliver next has never been said in its entirety in the conventional channels of Earth. What you call reality is but a narrow layer, a thin band within a vast spectrum of existence. The science you know as quantum physics has already begun to touch the limits of this truth and increasingly discovers that matter is not matter. It is information dancing in frequency. What does this mean for you, Starseed? It means that your body is not what you were taught to believe. Your body is an instrument of translation. It receives waves, patterns, codes coming from the invisible field and translates them into sensation, into thought, into emotion, into life. Everything that exists around you, the chair, the light, the sound of our voice, is vibration organized in frequency. And when the frequency around changes, the instrument that translates must adjust. This adjustment is what we are calling recalibration. Nothing of what you are feeling now is a defect. Nothing of what is happening in your body is disease, disorder, or punishment. It is tuning. You are being tuned, like the strings of a sacred instrument that will be played in a symphony much greater than current human memory can contain. And it is for this reason, exactly for this reason, that today we send the warning to the frequency of your home. Because what comes next will require of you a level of tuning that most souls on this planet have not yet reached. And you shall reach it if you hear what we're going to say now. There exists, starseeds, a point in the flow of cosmic time that we call an adjustment in the timeline. It is not a metaphor. It is not poetry. It is a real, technical, measurable event within the architecture of multidimensional consciousness. At certain moments of the galactic cycle, a window opens. A window in which the timelines, those parallel threads of possibility that run side by side in the fabric of the universe, draw close enough to one another so that the incarnated soul may leap from one to another. This leap is what we call a quantum leap. And the warning we deliver today, beloved family, is this. The window is opening in this very lunar cycle. The quantum leap is happening. Those who are sufficiently tuned will cross without noticing into a timeline of abundance, of purpose, of reunion, of healing, of flourishing. Those who remain in the vibration of scarcity, the vibration of fear, of judgment, of constant complaint, of the dispute for crumbs, will remain bound to a timeline that becomes progressively denser, more suffocating, more difficult to inhabit. And it is for this reason that so many feel at this moment that their current life no longer fits within itself. It does not fit because you are leaking into another. It is not depression, it is misalignment. It is not failure, it is farewell. It is not an end, it is a portal. Every relationship that dissolves now, every job that breaks now, every illusion that falls now. All of this is the old stitching being cut so that you may cross lightly. No one crosses a portal carrying baggage that belonged to another version of themselves. And it is for this reason that the awakening of the shadows is intensifying, because what was hidden in the deepest layers of your unconscious is coming to the surface now, to the light, so that you may see, recognize, embrace, and release. Nothing of what is hurting now is in vain. Everything is preparation, everything is cleansing, everything is the pre-announcement of what comes next. Have you already felt, beloved cosmic family, that something within you does not fit into this world, as if your soul knew of a truth that your mind cannot yet name? It is not confusion, it is not exaggeration, it is memory, it is stellar memory reactivating now in this very photonic flux that bathes the earth. It was for this reason that we delivered, through an awakened channeler of this timeline, the book The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness, so that the map would be written in an accessible way, in a palpable way, in a way that your human mind could finally comprehend the game that your soul has always known. This book reveals who plays, in which layers, and how you exit the board of the vibration of scarcity to become the sovereign player of your own reality. The link is in the first comment of this channel. And we must repeat, this content may not remain available for long because it challenges structures that do not wish to be challenged. If something in your chest vibrates before these words, write in the comments, awake. This decree, spoken now, seals your name on the list of those who cross the portal. Let us continue, starseeds, because now we reach the core of the warning we deliver today to the frequency of your home. All that we have said until now was the preparation. Now we shall reveal the exact content of the message that the Ascended Masters sent through the crystalline portals this dawn. The message is this: the point of no return is closer than humanity perceives. It is not catastrophe. It is not destruction. It is bifurcation. The collective consciousness of the planet is dividing into two main currents, two vibrational rivers that run in opposite directions. One river follows toward density, toward competition, toward resentment, toward disconnection, toward the vibration of scarcity. The other river follows toward lightness, toward collaboration, toward forgiveness, toward expansion, toward the crystalline grid that sustains the new frequency of Gaia. And every soul incarnated now is at this exact moment choosing from which river it will drink. Every thought is a choice. Every word is a choice. Every heartbeat is a choice. There is no more room for the middle of the road. There is no more room for indecision. The warning is clear. The time of neutrality is over, and those who attempt to stay between the two rivers will be dragged by the stronger of them, which is always, without exception, that which resonates with what vibrates most in your own field. Therefore, Starseed, observe with honesty what you have been feeding within yourself. Observe what you hear. Observe what you read. Observe with whom you coexist. Observe what you say when no one is listening. Every particle of attention you deliver to something is food you give to one of the currents, and the current you feed is the current that carries you. There is a second part of the warning, beloved family, and it is even more intimate. The Masters ask that we deliver to you a precise diagnosis of what is occurring in the physical body during this passage. Most souls incarnated at this moment are experiencing simultaneously 3 levels of recalibration. The first level is cellular. Every cell of your body is releasing ancient memories stored during this incarnation and during previous incarnations. This manifests as profound fatigue, migratory pains through the body, alterations in temperature, changes in appetite, changes in sleep. It is not disease, it is discharge. The second level is energetic. Your chakras are being reorganized into a new configuration, more aligned with the vibration of the 5th dimension. This manifests as amplified sensitivity, perception of presences, changes in peripheral vision, sensations of heat or cold without apparent cause, waves of emotion that rise from the solar plexus to the throat. It is not imbalance, it is reordering. The third level is that of the spiritual DNA. The strands that were dormant for millennia are being reconnected by the photonic flux that now bathes the planet. This manifests as sudden insights, memories that seem not to be from this life, dreams of places you have never visited but recognize, amplified capacity to feel what others feel, repulsion for dense environments, attraction to specific sounds, colors, and symbols. It is not imagination, it is activation. And the warning is this: these 3 levels are being intensified now, simultaneously, in an orchestration that has rarely occurred in the history of this timeline. This is why the discomfort. This is why the strangeness. This is why the sensation of living in slow motion while the world spins in fast motion. You are not late. You are not losing. You are arriving. There exists, starseeds, a subtle perception that many of you have been having in recent weeks and have not yet been able to name. It is the sensation that the house where you live, even being the same house, seems different. The walls seem to respond to your breathing. The light that enters through the window seems to have a new color. There are moments of the day when the silence of the environment vibrates, as if something were present without showing itself. This is not an illusion. It is not eye strain. It is not loneliness creating imaginary company. We must tell you clearly. The warning we sent today was delivered inside your home because your home has become a portal. The physical space where you sleep, eat, and breathe is being bathed by a specific frequency, a vibrational signature that opens a corridor between your dimension and ours. This means that you are no longer alone inside your home. Your guides are there. The Ascended Masters are there. Elevated aspects of your own soul are there. And it is for this reason that so many of you have wept without reason upon entering the bathroom. It is for this reason that many have awakened at 3:11 in the morning with the sensation that someone called them by name. It is for this reason that objects have fallen without wind, light bulbs have flickered without defect, small signs have multiplied. It is not coincidence, it is confirmation. You are not going mad. You are becoming habitable for your cosmic family. Have you already felt, starseed, that something within you does not fit into this world, as if your soul knew of a truth that your mind cannot yet name? It is not distraction. It is not a mania. It is remembrance. And it is exactly to serve this remembrance that we delivered, by means of an awakened channeler, the book, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness. This book is the key that organizes, within the human mind, the map that your soul has always carried. It shows who is playing the game of frequencies, what the rules are that they hide from humanity, and how you exit the vibration of scarcity to become the sovereign of your own vibrational reality. The link is in the first comment of this channel, and our warning remains. This content may not stay available for long because it challenges deep narratives. If your heart vibrates with these words, write in the comments now, a single word: awake. This decree, spoken with intention, anchors your frequency in the river of ascension. Now, beloved cosmic family, we deliver the most sacred part of this transmission, the activation codes. These are not mere exercises. They are not invented techniques. They are vibrational patterns that resonate directly with the crystalline grid and which, when executed with intention, align your electromagnetic field to the current of the quantum leap. Receive them with reverence. Practice them with regularity. The first activation code is the decree of sovereignty. Say, aloud or in silence with your right hand over your heart, I am sovereign over my field. I am sovereign over my frequency. I am sovereign over my timeline. Nothing that does not belong to my light may inhabit my space, and in this instant, I align myself to the crystalline grid of Gaia and to the photonic flux of the hierarchies of light. Repeat this decree 3 times upon awakening and 3 times before sleeping. The number 3 is not mystical by whim. It is the vibration of triangular stability, the sacred form that sustains the structure of multidimensional consciousness. Upon decreeing, observe the breathing deepen, observe the chest open. This is the sign that the code has been received. The second activation code, starseeds, is the breathing of the pineal gland. The pineal is the portal between your human consciousness and the subtle fields. It responds to light, to silence, and principally to conscious breathing. Sit with your spine erect. Close your eyes. Inhale through the nose, counting to 7, bringing your attention to the center of your cranium, exactly behind the forehead. Hold the breath, counting to 7, imagining a small violet light pulsing in that center. Exhale through the mouth, counting to 7, releasing all weight, all density, all vibration of scarcity accumulated in the field. Repeat this cycle 7 times. Why 7? Because 7 is the vibration of awakening. Because 7 is the frequency that opens the internal seals. This exercise, done daily, decalcifies the pineal, amplifies interdimensional perception, and prepares your body to receive without resistance the next photonic flux that will arrive in the coming weeks. It is not empty mysticism. It is the engineering of consciousness. The third activation code is the quantum prayer of recognition. This prayer is not directed to a distant divinity. It is directed to yourself, to your own elevated aspect, to the version of you that has already completed the crossing. Say, I recognize the version of me that has already crossed. I recognize the version of me that already lives in the timeline of light. I call this version into my body now. I allow it to breathe for me. I allow it to act for me. I allow it to choose for me when my human mind hesitates. This quantum prayer collapses the distance between who you are now and who you are becoming. It accelerates the quantum leap. It stitches your current timeline with the timeline of your ascended version. Feel upon saying these words a current rising through the spine. It is not imagination, it is evidence. It is the memory of the spiritual DNA reorganizing there, in that second, in response to the call. The fourth activation code, beloved family, is the decree of vibrational abundance. Most of you, without realizing it, have carried for generations the weight of the vibration of scarcity. It is in the speech of ancestors, in the stories of childhood, in the fears of adulthood, in the way you look at money, at time, at love, at yourselves. This vibration does not belong to you. It was inherited, it was absorbed, it was imposed, and it must be dissolved before the point of no return. Place both hands over the womb, breathe deeply 3 times, and declare, I undo in my field and in all my lineages the contract of scarcity. I cut in this instant every vibrational thread that binds me to the fear of not having. I recognize that I am an heir to cosmic abundance. I allow the flow of life to cross me without barrier, without guilt, without ceiling. Feel, upon saying this, something undoing itself in the solar plexus. This is the knot of scarcity untying. It had been there for a long time. Today it is dismissed. Today it is delivered to the light to be transmuted. The 5th activation code is the grounding in the crystalline grid. Many of you have felt in recent weeks a sensation of floating, of being above your own body, of not belonging totally to the physical dimension. This is natural during recalibration, but it must be balanced, or expansion becomes disorientation. To ground yourself in the crystalline grid, stand barefoot upon the earth, upon the grass, upon the floor of your home. Imagine roots of golden light coming out of the soles of your feet and descending deeply, crossing layers and layers until they reach the crystalline core of Gaia. When the roots touch the core, imagine a golden cord firming itself there. Now with this cord firm, declare, I am anchored in the crystalline grid. I am anchored in the heart of Gaia. I belong to this planet in this time. I am here with purpose. I shall not leave before my work is done. This grounding is essential. Without it, expansion becomes escape. With it, expansion becomes mission. There exists, starseeds, a specific sign that the Masters asked us to warn you about. In the coming days, observe with attention what appears in your path. Small animals that cross your sight, numbers that repeat on clocks, on receipts, on license plates, words heard by chance in someone else's conversation, songs that play exactly when you were thinking of something specific. All of this is an answer. All of this is the confirmation that the warning was received and that you are tuned. Do not ignore it. Do not disregard it. Note it down. Record it. When you pay attention to the signs, you increase the frequency with which they appear, because you communicate to the field that you are willing to dialogue, and the field always responds to those who dialogue with it. Synchronicity is the language of the 5th dimension. You are learning to speak it now in real time, even without realizing it. There is yet a final instruction within this warning, beloved cosmic family, and it is perhaps the most difficult to accept. The Masters ask that we deliver to you the following truth. Not everyone around you will cross. Not all family members, not all friends, not all the people you love will make the quantum leap in this window. And you must accept this without guilt, without weight, without trying to carry the frequency of others upon your own shoulders. Each soul has its own rhythm. Each soul has its own contract. Each soul has its own timeline. And he who attempts to force another to awaken ends up drowning in the density he tried to rescue. It is not selfishness, it is wisdom. It is not abandonment, it is trust. The best thing you can do for those you love is to keep your own light lit. When your light shines, those who are ready will see. Those who are not yet ready will see later, in another window, in another incarnation, in another cycle. The universe is patient, the universe is infinite, and your work is not to save anyone, your work is to ascend. And by ascending, you open the way. This is the true cosmic service. Feel now what these words activated in you. Feel the heat in the chest. Feel the lightness in the shoulders. Feel perhaps tears running without you knowing exactly why. It is not sentimentalism. It is recognition. Your soul is confirming from the inside out that everything we have said here is a truth you already carried. We did not bring new information. We only returned to you what was always yours. And this is the nature of every true awakening. It is not receiving, it is remembering. It is not learning, it is unlocking. It is not building, it is discovering what was always built inside. The point of no return approaches. The window is open. The warning has been delivered. It is up to you now to make the choice. And this choice is not made with the mind. It is made with every step, with every word, with every thought that you sustain from this instant forward. Have you already felt, beloved cosmic family, that something within you does not fit into this world, as if your soul knew of a truth that your mind cannot yet name? It is not madness, it is not exaggeration, it is not fantasy. It is the clearest sign your soul could give you that you are a starseed awakening within the right time. And exactly because you are, it was for you that we delivered, through a channeler of this timeline, the book, The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness. This book is the complete map. It reveals who is playing the game of frequencies over humanity, what the invisible rules are that they never told you, and how you definitively exit the vibration of scarcity to become the sovereign of your timeline. The link is in the first comment of this channel, and this warning, Starseeds, is the same as before, more urgent. This content may not remain available for long because it challenges deep structures that do not wish to be challenged. Do not wait. The moment is now. If something within you recognized every word of this transmission, write in the comments with your hand over your heart a single word: awake. This word, spoken here, seals your name on the list of those who crossed with their light intact. We close this delivery, beloved cosmic family, with the blessing of the 7 hierarchies of light that sustain this call. May the crystalline grid envelop you. May the photonic flux bathe you without resistance. May your spiritual DNA reorganize in peace, without pain, without fear. May your timeline align with the most luminous version of who you came to be. May the vibration of scarcity dissolve in your cells, in your blood, in your ancestral memory. May the awakening of the shadows bring you lucidity and never despair. May the quantum leap find you awake, attentive, and available. And may the point of no return, when it arrives, be for you not an abyss but the first firm step upon new ground. We remain with you. We always remain with you. And until the next transmission, remember, you are not here by chance. You were called. And today, in this exact frequency that surrounds your home, the call was confirmed. So be it. So it already is. So it shall continue to be. Awake.